While YouTube has given slight trouble and switched off and switched on in the middle, that's why a delay has happened. Now we are reading the shloka, 14th shloka. We are reading the 14th shloka. When Balarama and Krishna are walking in the forest, the incidents are described like that. Kvachit krida parishrantam gopotsangopapaharanam swayam vishramakkamayam pada samvahanadibihi. When his elder brother Balarama, fatigued from playing, would lie down with his head upon the lap of a cowherd boy, Lord Krishna would help him relax by personally massaging his feet and offering the other services. They help each other, the cowherd boys, in the forest. Sometimes as the cowherd boys danced, sang, moved about, and playfully fought with each other, Krishna and Balarama, standing nearby hand in hand, would glorify their friends' activities and laugh. Sometimes Lord Krishna grew tired from fighting and lay down at the base of the tree, resting upon a bed made of soft twigs and soft grass and buds, and using the lap of a cowherd friend as his pillow. They are playing in the Vrindavana forest like this. Some of the cowherd boys, who are all great souls, would then massage his lotus feet, and others, qualified by being free from all sin, would expertly fan the Supreme Lord. How lucky these cowherd boys were massaging the lotus feet of Lord Krishna himself. They are very lucky. Vrindavana boys who are born along with Krishna during that time are extremely lucky people, and they are really, really lucky. My dear king, other boys would sing enchanting songs appropriate to the occasion, and their hearts would melt out of love for the Lord. In this way, the Supreme Lord Krishna, whose soft lotus feet are personally attended by the goddess of fortune, concealed his transcendental opulences by his internal potency and acted like the son of cowherd Nandaraja. At even while enjoying like a village boy in the company of other village residents, he often exhibited feats only God could perform. He exhibited the features only God can do it, not ordinary human being cannot do it. Once some of the cowherd boys, Sridhama, the very close friend of Balarama and Krishna, along with Subala and Stokrishna and others, lovingly spoke following words. So they told about Asura. The cowherd boy said, "O Balarama, mighty armed one, O Krishna, destroyers of the miscreants, not far from here is a very great forest filled with rows of palm trees." That's called Talavana. Thala fruits and Thala trees are there. That's why it's called Talavana. Not far from the western side of the Mathura, 1 yojana away, 8 miles, is the forest known as Talavana, which was guarded by Dhenukasura, the monster. Thus, it appears that the Talavana forest is located midway between the Mathura and Govardhana hill. The forest of Talavana is described in the Harivamsha as follows. The land there is even smooth and very expansive. The earth is black, densely covered with darba grass and devoid of stones and pebbles. So it is smooth ground. In that Talavana forest, many fruits are falling from the trees and many are already lying on the ground, but all the fruits are being guarded by the evil Dhenukasura. The demon Dhenukasura would not allow anyone to eat the delicious ripe palm fruits of Talavana, and Krishna's young boyfriends protested this unjust usurpation of the right to enjoy the fruits of the public forest. O Balarama, O Lord Krishna, Dhenukasura is the most powerful demon, and he has assumed the form of an ass or a donkey. He is surrounded by many friends who have assumed a similar shape and who are just as powerful as he is. The demon Dhenukasura has eaten men alive sometime, and therefore all people and animals are terrified of going to the Talavana. O killer of the enemy, even the birds are afraid of to fly in this vana. The coward boyfriends and Lord Krishna and Lord Balarama encourage the two brothers to go at once to the Talavana and kill the ass or a demon. Indeed, here they address the brothers as Amritahan, Amitrahan, killer of the enemy. Amitrahan, killer of the enemy. The coward boys were engaged in ecstatic meditation upon the potency of the supreme person of Godhead, Lord Krishna, and reasoned thus Krishna has already killed terrible demons like Bakasura and Agasura. So, what is so special about this obnoxious jackass named Dhenuka, who has become public enemy number one in Vrindavana? The coward boys wanted Krishna and Balarama to kill the demons Dhenukasura so that all the pious inhabitants of Vrindavana could enjoy the fruits of the Talavana. Thus, they requested the special favor from Krishna and Balarama that the ass demons of Dhenukasura should be killed. In the Talavana are sweet smelling fruits no one has ever tasted. Indeed, even now we can smell the fragrance of the Talavana fruits spreading all about from a distant place. According to Sri Sirana Siddhara Swami, the sweet fragrance of the Talavana fruits were carried by an easterly wind which is conducive to rain in the Vrindavana area. This easterly wind generally blows in the month of Bhadrapada Masa and thus indicates the excellent ripeness of the fruits, while the fact that the boys could smell them indicates the nearness of the Talavana fruits. O Krishna, please get those fruits for us. Our minds are so attracted by their aroma. Dear Balarama, our desire to have these fruits eaten is very great. If you think it is possible and good area, let us go to Talavana forest. Although neither man nor bird or nor beast could even approach the Talavana forest, the coward boys had so much faith in Lord Krishna and Lord Balarama that they took it for granted the two lords could effortlessly kill the sinful as demons and acquire the delicious tala fruits. Lord Krishna's coward boyfriends are exalted, self-realized souls who would not ordinarily become greedy of sweet fruits. In fact, they are simply joking with the Lord and enthusing his pastimes, urging him to perform unprecedented heroic feats in the Talavana forest. Innumerable demons disturbed the sublime atmosphere of Vrindavana forest during the Lord Krishna's presence there, and the Lord could kill such demons as a popular daily event. Since Lord Krishna had already killed many demons, on this particular day he decided to give first honors to Lord Balarama, who would demolish the first demon Dhenuka. Since Lord Krishna had already killed many demons, on this particular day he decided to give first honors to Lord Balarama, who would demolish the first demon Dhenukasura. By the words Yadi Roktate, the cowherd boys indicate that Lord Krishna and Lord Balarama need not kill the demon simply to satisfy them. Rather, they should do so only if the lords themselves found the concept is appealing. Hearing these words, their companions Lord Krishna and Lord Balarama laughed and, desiring to please them, set off for the Talavana forest surrounded by their coward boyfriends. Lord Krishna was thinking, how can mere ass be so formidable? And thus he smiled at the petition of his boyfriends, as started by Lord Kapila in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Hasam Hare Amantakila Lokattivara Sokru Sagara Vishosanam Ati Uddaram. The smile and laughter of the Supreme Lord Hari is most magnanimous. Indeed, for those who bow down to the Lord, his smile and laughter dry up the ocean of tears caused by the intense suffering of the world. Thus, to encourage their boyfriends, Lord Krishna and Lord Balarama smiled, laughed, and immediately set out with them for the Talavana forest. Lord Balarama entered the Talavana forest first. Then, with his two arms, he began forcibly shaking the trees with the power of maddened elephant, causing the tala fruits to fall to the ground. Hearing the sound of falling fruits as the demon Dhenuka ran forward and to attack, making the earth and trees tremble, So when Dhenukasura, powerful Dhenukasura rushed up to the Lord Balarama and sharply struck the Lord's chest with the hose of his hind legs. Then Dhenuka began to run about, braying loudly. Moving again toward Lord Balarama, walking, the furious ass situated himself with his back toward the Lord. Then, screaming in rage, the demon hurled his two hind legs at him. Herein, that the powerful Dhenuka made horrible angry sounds. Lord Balarama seized Dhenukas by his hooves, whirled him about with one hand, and threw him into the top of the palm tree. The violent wheeling motion killed the demon Dhenukasura. Lord Balarama threw the dead body of Dhenukasura, tallest palm tree in the forest, and when the dead demon landed in the top of the tree top, the tree began shaking. The great palm tree, causing a tree by its side also to shake, broke under the weight of the demon. The neighboring tree caused yet another tree to shake, and this one struck at another tree, which also began shaking. Many trees in the forest shook and broke. Lord Balarama threw the demon Dhenukasura so violently into the great palm tree that a chain reaction has unleashed, and many towering palm trees shook and then broke with a great crashing sound. Because of Lord Balarama's pastime, by throwing the body of the ass demon into the top of the tallest palm tree, all the trees began shaking and striking against one another as if blown about the powerful winds. My dear Parikshit, that Lord Balarama killed Dhenukasura is not such a wonderful thing, considering that he is the unlimited personality of Godhead Krishna, the controller of the entire universe. Indeed, the entire cosmos rests upon him, just as woven cloth rests upon its own horizontal and vertical threads.